5 external rotators of the hip that we see on this model. So we talked about in that identification video that the piriformis has attachment sites on the anterior aspect of the sacrum, specifically on segments S2, 3, and 4. However, the piriformis will also run to attach on the greater trochanter of the femur. It's not the only one that does. Superior gemellus muscle attaches on the ischial spine of the pelvis, and this is the ischial spine of the pelvis, as this is the ischium. This is specifically the ischial tuberosity that we'll get back to later, commonly known as our sit bone, but this is the ischial spine. The ischial spine serves as an attachment site for our superior gemellus muscle, and that superior gemellus muscle also attaches to the tendon of the obturator internus and the greater trochanter of the femur. So it has 2 distal attachment sites, greater trochanter of the femur and the tendon of obturator internus, but its iliac attachment site, or ischial attachment site, if you will, is on the ischial spine. Obturator internus attaches on the pelvic aspect of the pelvis, as well on the pelvic aspect of the obturator membrane, to be more specific, and it runs through the lesser sciatic foramen to then have an attachment site on the greater trochanter, just like our gluteus medius and minimus muscles, as well as the piriformis and superior gemellus. But the tendon of that obturator internus muscle, although it attaches here, it has 2 muscles that attach to it as well. The superior gemellus muscle has some attachment sites on the tendon of the obturator internus, and so will the inferior gemellus muscle too. The inferior gemellus muscle will also have fibers attached to the greater trochanter of the femur, but some of its fibers also attach to the tendon of obturator internus, just like the superior gemellus muscle. And the pelvic attachment site of the inferior gemellus muscle is going to be on this ischial tuberosity, nicknamed our sit bone. Not only does the inferior gemellus muscle have attachment sites on this ischial tuberosity, but so does quadratus femoris. Our quadratus femoris muscle, we can see right here on the model, although it does have attachment sites on the ischial tuberosity, or the sit bone, it attaches to the intertrochanteric crest of the femur. So most of the muscles attached to the greater trochanter of the femur, and we haven't talked about the muscle that attaches to the lesser trochanter of the femur just yet, but the quadratus femoris, being the most inferior of these deep external hip rotators, attaches inferior to where most of them do. Most of them attach to the greater trochanter of the femur, but quadratus femoris attaches to the intertrochanteric crest, which is a posterior bony landmark, because the intertrochanteric line is on the anterior aspect